What's up, everyone? It's Smatherini here with another, also known as Cinders of Hope, with another deck list. Okay, I just kind of started going without any forethought. So, today, we are reviewing White Forest Blue Eyes. So, I'm not only going to show you the deck, but I'm going to try and remember to play some test hands. So, first off, you're going to need, one, this is using the new Blue Eyes core, not the old. Now, you'll understand why I chose White Forest and not Snake Eyes. As you can see, I didn't prep my deck for this or prep the cards. And also, at some point, I'm going to show you my Labyrinth build. It's not going to be the greatest Labyrinth build, so we're going to start off with 3 copies of Sage. Sage will allow you to search level 1 tuners and be able to, what's the other effect? It's very forgettable because I almost never use it. Yeah, and then, special out of Blue Eyes monster. Next is Maiden of White. Now, if you're playing around Blue Eyes players enough, you're going to see the Maiden of Light in so many interactions, at least on your opponent's turn. Now, of course, I'm running 3 of Maiden of White, and she will allow you to discard to add 1 True Light. Set 1 True Light from your deck to the field. Now, then we're playing 1 copy of White Sun of the Ancients. That will allow you to special summon a Blue Eyes from your graveyard at the end phase. Or is it from deck and graveyard? Yeah, from your deck. It's just deck. Cool. Next, we'll be running 1 copy of Jet Dragon. Sorry if my desk is in the way. I hope you guys can see that. Yeah. Okay, 1 copy of Jet Dragon. Jet Dragon is mostly there because it's a Blue Eyes monster. Now, then let's go. We'll go with Neokaiser Seahorse. Well, I'm just trying to prep everything. Should have prepped this deck beforehand. Fuck, excuse me, hold on. I just discovered that I accidentally had a 4th Sage in my deck. I'm glad I didn't take this to locals. Whoopsie, that's not actually supposed to be there. Well, shit. I wasn't actually expecting that. So, I wonder how much True Light's going for in TCG Player. Maybe I'll look that up. Hold on, I could probably. Okay. We'll get to True Light in just a minute. Okay. After removing our 4th Sage. And we are also running officially 2 copies. Now, I'd recommend 3, but 2 will always work, of Neokaiser Seahorse. I'm running 2 because that's all I have. Currently, I'll probably trade for 1. And Neokaiser Seahorse, the whole point is to lower its level and go into one of your extra deck monsters that we'll talk about later. Next, okay, monster. We're still going through monsters. Then, of course, we're running 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. And this time, since Blue Eyes is actually meta for once, I put in this Blue Eyes. Now, this one I wanted to talk about in this video specifically. This is, without this card, I don't think I would have started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! At all. This was given to me by someone at a YMCA summer program because they didn't want it after they got it in a trade. It is a limited edition promo. I have no idea what set it's from, but this is my special Blue Eyes. I need to reassemble my Sinful Spoils deck, or at least Blue Eyes. And of course, we're running one copy of Master of the Eyes of Blue. Master is good for special summoning monsters from your extra deck. Now, we'll go over the hand traps in a second. I am trying to see if there's any other Blue Eyes monsters. We'll go over hand traps and stuff. Just a sec. Okay. Yeah. So, that's all the Blue Eyes stuff. Well, Blue Eyes monsters. Now, let's get into White Forest. I am running, if I remember correctly, three of Sylvie of the White Forest. Sylvie will allow me to search a White Forest spell or trap, or allow you, the player. Then we are running 3 of Rusia. This allows you to draw 1 card by sending. You can also special summon it when you already control, or special summon her, whatever, it's a monster, so it doesn't really matter. It's a piece of cardboard. Special summon itself when you already control a White Forest monster. Oh, yeah. I'm also running, if I remember correctly, I'm running 2 of Alternative Dragon. I'm running 1 of Alternative Dragon. So we're running 1 Alternative Dragon. Put that over there. Then we are running, and this is current setup, 1 of Elzette Azamina of the White Forest. We are not putting Azamina. No, there is no Azamina in here. It's searchable as White Forest, and it was the most affordable option right next to a Stellar. These were both 15 and 14 respectively. Hence why I got them. Or I think one of them might have been $12, but I'm not sure. Okay. Now, we'll do hand traps since they're technically monsters. Am I running 2 or 3 Ash Blossoms? 3 Ash, 2 Valor. Got it. Okay. Yeah, so next we're obviously running 3 of Ash Blossom. Because why the hell wouldn't you run 3 of Ash Blossom? The more interruptions, the better. Especially with this deck. We're not running Imperms, but that's because those are being lent out to the Labyrinth build I'm working on. Next, we have 2 of Effect Valor. Effect Valor will... Oh yeah, Ash stops you from doing multiple things, mostly adding from deck to hand. Okay. Then we are running 1 copy of Nibiru, the Primal Being. Nibiru, it's the infamous board nuke. You know, the like joke of "you rock my world" or whatever. That was a joke that I found on my Discord, or the Discord server I use for like local tournaments and all that. I know there's no space to do this. So yeah. Okay. So then I'm running 2 copies of Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. Roar will allow you to special summon. Well, I'm getting texted by Goober. Please tell me to stop recording. Anyway, one of the homies was texting. Yeah, my best friend was texting me. I'm not gonna... I'll drop something to text them. So, then we're running 2 wishes. This will allow you to add 1 level 1 light tuner and 1 spell card from deck to hand. Am I only running 2 copies of Bingo Machine Go? Okay. 2 copies of Bingo Machine Go. This will allow you to select 3 of a specific card that mentions the Blue Eyes or is a Blue Eyes. And, well, you can select up to 3 different cards. And then your opponent randomly picks one. And, yeah. Look, I'm not very good at this. Next, we are running... Oh, let's finish spell cards first. Oh, nope. We'll finish off Blue Eye stuff, and then we'll get into White Forest. Mausoleum of White, and we're also running one copy of 1-for-1 due to ban restrictions. And because you only really need one, and that's for desperate situations. True Light. 2 copies of True Light. It's the trap. And then we're running 1 Majesty of White and 2 copies of Sinful Spoils of the White Forest. Okay, that's the main deck. Let's go into our side deck. What are we going to need for it? Well, let me shuffle and we'll see. Yeah. So if I end up getting another Blue Eye structure deck instead of just trading for or just selectively buying stuff, I'll go ahead and I'll pop it. Opens, that way I can show you the full structure deck. Because I'm not using all of it. You don't really have to. Okay. Extra deck is right here. So, first off, we're running 2 copies of Spirit with Eyes of Blue. Spirit will allow you to add your Mausoleum of White and tribute itself for any Blue Eyes monster in your graveyard. Spirit Dragon, either to go into Neo Spirit Dragon or Ultimate Spirit Dragon, or to go into to negate on the field. It's recommended to have both of these on the field. Then we're using Sylvie, Rucia, and of course Diabellstar, the witch or Diabell, Queen of the White Forest. So, sets your opponent's monsters face down defense position, spellcaster and illusion. Synchros gain 500 attack. Same 500 attack, except you can send to add a light tuner, or a, what is it? It's a, when White Forest card or a light spellcaster. So, essentially, she's also good for searching your Blue Eye stuff. And then Diabell will allow you to special back one of your White Forest Synchros if they die. Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. I have no idea what this card does. I almost never play it. This card is special summoned with a level 5 or higher monster is special summoned to your opponent's field. Target one special summon monster your opponent controls. Return that target to your hand. Oh, yeah, I see why they're running that. Banishment instead of graveyard on your opponent's end. Fuck you. Anyway, this one's like fuck you, Omni Negate, right? If this card is special summon, you can target spells and traps on the field up to number of normal monsters in your graveyard and destroy them. Oh, yeah. I definitely see why that's in there. Tyrant Dragon, piercing damage with, yeah, this will allow you to inflict piercing damage. That's its main gimmick. And it also adds back a trap. Attacks multiple times. Also has a graveyard effect. Also, sorry about my hands. I work in a professional kitchen. My hands get fucked up from the cleaning chemicals every once in a while. I know it's not the best looking thing in the world, but it's just a little... It's just from doing dishes and stuff constantly for extreme extended periods of time. They'll be fine in a couple of days. Actually, they looked worse yesterday. Okay, now it is time. Come on, bro. Really? What the fuck did I just hit with my chair? What? Oh. There. That's what I needed to check. I was trying to make sure that was put face up. Or facing upwards. Also, I am using dragon shields, and apparently whatever white dye they use for the plastic like has some sort of awkward interaction with the air, and so the white looks like really crusty a lot of the time. There's no real easy way to get it off the card sleeves. Yeah. Hope you guys can hear me all right. My voice does carry, but I'm not using a mic this time. I know it sounded better with a mic, but I actually need to try. I'm keeping my phone on a mobile battery pack that I have, so that way I can not have to wire a fucking Apple charger across the way. Okay. I'm going to see if I can make some plays off of this, because I'm also learning this deck a little better. So this is going to be 100% pro tier, god tier gameplay. Middle of something. What? Hello? Food. Okay, I'll go get some food in a little bit. All right, cool. Game time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, what do we have? We have Roar. We have... Okay. I really don't see a good way out of this. Blue Eyes Moth. And... Oh, we have Valor. I see. So we normal Valor. Or, no, we have White Stone, so we'll normal White Stone, save the Valor. Grave. Link. And then that will add the Mausoleum. I didn't ask your ass to move. Nor did I need you to. What was adding? Mausoleum of White. Searching the Mausoleum of White. Also, by the way, you can just do this. I'm not playing against like any simulator up on my computer here. I'm literally just doing this because test hands. Okay. This is a bit of a brick, but we'll play Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. So this is usually where I go in and I special summon. So usually you want to special summon a Blue Eyes, but what I like to do is I like to get my Jet Dragon on the field. Really wish they would have chosen to make a Blue Eyes monster that can, like a blue-eyed, like, dragon that can search out certain, like, cards or spells. Oh, and then I get to also special a Blue Eyes White Dragon, since I do not control one. Okay, then go ahead and normal summon Effect Valor. Then we're going to sync. Going to sync into this. So we use... That's mostly for tag out. This will set itself. Then... So I'm about to dragon lock myself, but... No, you don't do that because then you can't special... Yeah, because I don't have Maiden of White. Then, Locals Courtesy. Shuffle my deck. Since I don't have an opponent, I'll cut it myself. Okay, pass to my opponent. So, during my opponent's turn, I can... So, first I'll negate an effect from grave to specials. Then we'll go ahead and we'll tag out. Like, you gotta make this shit up as you go. Now, you may be wondering, why do I not want to have the 35 out? Because it's got 4k defense. So, there you go. Motherfucker, can you stop? Drop it. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, and then opponent summons a couple monsters. I'll negate a monster effect. That would have given them an edge. And then they pass to me, draw for turn K. Sylvia of the White Forest. White Forest, Speller Trap. from deck to hand. Normal to add a White Forest spell or trip. So then we'll go ahead. And since we don't actually have any genuine synchro material, by the way, we can also sync 6 with these guys into something completely different. Wish it was White Forest Monster instead of Spell, but I guess their whole gimmick is to send spells. Okay. Trying to think here. Let me think. Okay, I can special a Blue-Eyed Monster. Okay. You contribute this card to special summon a Blue-Eyed Monster from the grave, but yeah. Okay. So this is what we call bricking. This deck has a small tendency to do that. Also, by the way, if you run this with Snake Eyes, I would totally recommend Doom Dragon for the simple fact of just being able to summon out another monster just off of 2 cards that are already going to be down here in the first place is really good. Okay, I don't have anything. Oh, I see. I know exactly what I can do. I actually do have something I can banish. So we'll go ahead and we'll banish Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons to fusion summon. So this will fusion using cards that I control, and this does ignore summon conditions as far as I'm aware. Yeah, we'll just try and go for game here. So we're going to go into Neo, Blue Eyes, White Dragon. So just using specifically cards we control. It doesn't say how many, but I will just go ahead and use 3. Just to be sure. Flip you face back up. And since we don't have a White Forest Synchro Monster in our grave, we can't bring her back just yet. So, then what we're going to do is, I guess, since I can't really do anything else, guess I can enter battle. So that's 35k over... Okay, we'll just say we destroy our opponent's monster, they take a bit of damage. Then what I can do is I can activate Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I'll swing in, then I'll toss this, swing twice. We'll say they had like 2-ish monsters on the field, so they'll take 45 twice on top of that damage. We'll say that's game. Alright, I'll play one more test hand for the video. This also gives me a chance to test how this battery pack works. Awesome. And how well it holds up a charge. So, we'll go game 2. Shuffling main deck. Yeah. I'm building Labyrinth. I also have Crystal Beast Yubel, so if you'd like to see that, drop a comment. And if this... also, if this video gets to, we'll say, 25 likes, I will reveal my Crystal Beast Yubel deck. It's not the best deck in the world, but it's fun. Game 2. Okay. Okay. We immediately have combos. Oh, we have combos on combos. Okay. Debating where... So, start with the White Forest shit, because then I'm not... So I don't get locked. We're going to reveal, and either way I get the special, so we'll just go ahead. We'll normal summon a White Forest monster, specialing out you. You will discard for me to draw 1. I got my Ash Blossom. That might come in handy later as synchro fodder. We're going to sync. Then we're going to sync these 2. Syncing for... Yeah, so... We'll sync into Rosia. Celia. No, you won't. Here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead, and since that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, that's 7. Okay, I was going to try and go into Black Rose Dragon and immediately get that on the field, but since I technically need a level 3 monster instead of just a level 1, and since that, I'll get to add a Sinful Spoils off of the fact that she just synced. Or we used the synchro material. Also, by the way, I could double that up and go to an 8, or normal summon this, but I've already used my normal summon. So from here we True Light. No, we can't True Light. Shit. I think that was the literal only play we had there. Oh, you can send 1 spell or trap from your hand or field to the grave to add 1 White Forest or Light Spellcaster. Yeah, okay. Let's go into a Light Spellcaster. Oh, I see. Actually, that was the perfect play because then we have Maiden of White because she's a Light Spellcaster and a tuner. So what we'll do is we'll discard Maiden of White going into True Light. True Light will add Wishes. So you want to search Wishes off this move because it's fucking Wishes, but also because then you can get another Light Tuner. So then I think it does its setting. So what you're going to do is you're going to set, then play. Since it's not a quick play, you can play it the turn it's set. You go ahead and what you're going to do, go 1 Blue Eyes. Or no, you go 1 Sage. You want to go with your 1 Sage and go ahead and go into Roar of the Blue. Yeah, you go into Roar with this. You'll see why in just a sec. So, then Wishes goes to... Oh, I have to discard a card, so we'll... There. I think you have a Grave Effect later on, but we'll play Roar the Blue-Eyed Dragons, specialing out 1. Especially my Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then we go for special summon into our Maiden of White from Grave. Then what we can do is we can... So do we use Maiden of White now to sync, or no, we gain that extra normal summon? So then we'll use you to resurrect a Blue Eyes in just a sec. But first we're going to add the field spell. Go ahead and set the field spell. Field spell will give us another extra normal summons. This, then add a level 1 Light Tuner. This is where we go into our next Maiden of White. Going into our other promo Maiden of White. By the way, this one is also slightly misprinted. Because this top box, all the way down on the brown, it does have the shimmer effect, like the secret rare does. Then from there, you go ahead and you sync again. You'll sync into Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. By the way, I'm making this shit up on the fly. If you couldn't tell. Oh, didn't I? Wait, is there a Roar in my grave, or is there one in my hand? Did I forget to? I forgot to. Whoopsie! That's supposed to be in my graveyard. I'm like, why the fuck do I still have Roar in my hand? Okay, then we pop. We tribute. It's, for fuck's sake, dude. This desk mat isn't even that slippery. By the way, this isn't my play mat. This is my mouse pad. I was also just streaming a couple minutes ago. You can go check out the Apex Legends stream. Whatever. Don't care. Shameless plug in the middle of the video. Don't care. Really. True Light. Awesome. From there, I think... Yeah, you're going to want to pass. So, then your opponent starts summoning monsters. Yada, yada, yada. Monster, you tag out. you negate an effect from grave, and then tag out to go into, and tag in your Neo Blue Eyes, and then they can't banish shit either, which means it's anti-malice. And then shuffling my deck since I ended my turn. They add a card from deck. Try to add a card from deck to hand. We Ash Blossom it. Then they pass back to me. Draw for turn. Okay, that was not the best play. Okay. Now you don't want to normal your Maiden of White. You want to True Light. So what you do is you True Light and then you Wishes. Watch. So True Light into Wishes. Oh my god, what? Really? Okay, jeez. Yeah. So Wishes, you'll add all that. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm gonna go eat something. Have a good one. Stay tuned. If you want to see that video, make sure to like and subscribe. Get this video to at least 15 likes, and I'll do the Yubel deck. Have a good one. Later.